They don't breach firewalls. They dismantle belief systems. Founded 2019, Black Meridian is not a threat actor. It is a doctrine. 7 nodes, 7 minds, 1 objective.
Hospitals and healthcare in general have 4 completely separate IT systems. One system for the standard enterprise type things. This would be things such as internal email, protected web browsing, and other things. This system is protected by firewalls, intrusion detection, and standard network and application security best practices. These networks and applications will never touch any clinical data or patient records in most cases. There is yet another system for all the clinical applications. Think of things such as EKG monitors and diagnostic imaging and other medical devices. Everything is in a connected ecosystem now and requires that there be some place to put whatever data the clinical device generates. This network is directly responsible for connecting biomedical information into whatever patient record or accounting system is used. Think of this as the freeway that X-ray takes to get into the patient's electronic medical record. More info on those later. There's another network that is used for any kind of data exchange that goes on. This would include connections to third-party vendors, like outside billing providers and insurance companies. This data is most critical because it contains PII, personally identifiable information, and PHI, protected health information. This data is critical because if it falls into the wrong hands, the cost of the provider would be millions and millions of dollars in a lawsuit. But the potential costs to the patient are worse. Think of that one time things got a little itchy in college, how embarrassing that would be, or having to relive the pain that could involve something like a stillborn child after a long and challenging pregnancy. The potential financial costs are one thing. The possibility of deep psychological wounds is worse. The last system that is out there is the thing that instills fear into every IT professional, the guest network. This accounts for the wild west of devices that connect on any given day to the network. This is the most restrictive and most locked down when it comes to access to any other systems. In the previous 3 cases, the segmentation in most cases was logical, not in this one. I've seen completely separate physical networks in some health systems for guest access. Now, this wasn't a requirement, but the provider wanted true network segmentation. Lots of times, this even has a dedicated internet connection separate from the standard network stated previously. Now, think back to that day in July of 2024 when a rogue update that meant so well, in a few words, well, didn't. It was that CrowdStrike update, one single 12 kilobyte file that forced millions of Windows systems into the dreaded blue screen of death. That outage had brought thousands of organizations to their knees, from airlines, mom and pop coffee shops, and yes, healthcare systems. Then, in my hometown of Louisville, Kentucky, Norton Healthcare experienced a complete system outage for 2 full weeks in 2023. This healthcare system operates 8 hospitals and 40 plus outpatient clinics. It represents 20,000 employees and approximately 3,000 medical providers. The impacts, when fully evaluated by Health and Human Services, affected some 2.5 million patients. The data that was exfiltrated included names, dates of birth, health and insurance information, and the patient's medical ID number. The ransom was not paid, and any effects from that have yet to be seen as of this recording. It only takes one rogue update, one disgruntled IT employee, or even one fat-fingered firewall rule. In medicine, minutes mean lives. In cyber war, milliseconds decides who lives and dies. Don't let your organization be the one that we read about on the news. Question for the people in the comments out there. What steps do you take to protect your own data? Now, on another note, this is the first of 8 long-form videos breaking down the tactics and scenarios used in our Black Meridian project. These will be loosely related to each episode of that series. I'm targeting these to the general public, not your seasoned information security professional out there. All you InfoSec guys out there, leave a message in the comments for the stuff our patients should look out for. Now, do me a solid. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. And work the algorithm in our favor just a little bit. If you really, really like this kind of stuff and want to support us further in our mission to make the InfoSec engaging for the normal guy, check us out on Patreon. The link will be in the description below. We have daily news reports that are a little too darn spicy for YouTube. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.